In this tutorial, I will show you Gradient Tool in Adobe Illustrator. So let's dive into this. I have already drawn an rectangle here to demonstrate Gradient Tool. Here is Gradient Tool, shortcut is G. This is created gradual blends between colors. It is gradually blending colors in a shape. So I am clicking here, then you need to click here. This is gradient. You can access from here. This is gradient. You need to click here to access this. Click here and you can access this option from here. So this is linear type gradient. Here is few type of gradients. This is linear type. This is radial gradient. If I am click here, you can see, and this is freeform gradient. Freeform gradient means I would like to first linear. This is gradient annotator. This is called gradient annotator. You can also enlarge this to see here. This is gradient annotator. You can move the slider. This is shadow slider and this is light slider. In between, this is center point. You can move this. So if you can see, if you place there, click here, you can create another gradient. So if you want to change the color, you need to double click here, then go here, because this is grayscale. So need to click RGB and click any color you want. Similarly, double click here, go to RGB and make it lighter color. So here is another point, gradient point. Just drag it to the below and it will be gone. That was linear gradient. If you want to make it radial, you can see now have a radial line here. You can see, you can close this, make it smaller in scale inside in that way. You can also make it this type. Also you can, if you holding, you can rotate the annotator from here and make it any adjustment you need. Also another option, this is freeform gradient. Freeform gradient means you can click here. This is, you can see, you can enlarge it, click here and make it a color. Click here, put any color, click here. So that was freeform gradient. You can click here and another gradient point will be pointed here. You can put this, change the color. Also here is two options. This is point option. Also you can draw lines options. If you line, it will be created as curvature tool. Click here, see that, click here, and when you click here, you can see it will work like curvature tool. So that at the point you can change that size and click here. You can change any color with that. Okay. Then add any color here as you wish. So that was the lines. It has flexibility, you can change it. You have enough flexibility with this. Also you can make it any point. In now this point I am selecting, you can make it 10% opacity. So the opacity narrow down, I am narrow downing, and 100%. You can change the opacity. Also I am again back to the linear gradient. You can also change the angle from here. This is 180 and this is 0. You can make it through any angle. Now it is in this. Also if you want to decrease, now this point selected. If you want to location, you can see this is 80%. You can change the gradient point from here. here 70%, this is gone there, and now this is 100%. In this way you can also get all the gradients from here. Also, I would like to show you that I am clicking here and the gradient, you can see the gradient, what you did, you will see now clearly. I am drawing another line and I can simply access this. I am pressing D from the keyboard to access the default color in Adobe Illustrator. So this is the rectangle. You can access gradient tool from here. Here is gradient. This is color and this is gradient. So this is gradient. Click here and you can access the gradient tool from here. All the editing options are available from here. So this is more easier for your work. So that was for this quick tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please subscribe to this channel. Keep editing.